There is a three-act structure that all successful movies follow. It's uncanny, but most commercially successful movies fall under this three-part paradigm. And it's something I learned when I was researching my new book. Some of you may already know this. But this three-part structure is what they need to do when they pitch a story. And it's a structure that you can actually incorporate in your business presentations as well. Structure is very simple. Act one is the setup. You don't care what happens to Jack and Rose on Titanic until you learn a little bit more about their characters. It's also called the dramatic arc. A person really needs to be low before they succeed. So in the first act of Rocky, he's not just a former boxer. He's really low, isn't he? He's living in a grimy apartment. He's lonely. He's got turtles as friends. He breaks thumbs for a living. That's called dramatic arc. It's got to be way down here. And that's why the success is all the more satisfying. And then, of course, the conflict. This is when Titanic hits the iceberg. It begins Act 2. How is Rocky going to prepare for his shot with Apollo Creed? That's the conflict. And the resolution, the final fighting scene from Rocky. Or how are Jack and Rose going to survive the shipwreck? Only one hero, one character survives, and her world is transformed because of it. But that's the resolution. Remember in Rocky, you all remember the movie Rocky, what happened at the end? He did not win the title because that wasn't his goal. His goal was to just get through the fight, to go the distance. And he became a better person. That's called transformation. You want the hero to be a better person. Act 1, 2, and 3. What's uncanny is that a great business presentation can follow the same sequence. If you are being interviewed for a higher position, for example, and I've talked and worked with a lot of groups of people who are aspiring leaders. Start with Act 1. What is the status quo? What is your store or the industry like today? And then you introduce a conflict. Is there an iceberg that maybe your senior leadership doesn't know is coming, that you've identified? And how are you, as a leader, going to resolve that problem, the conflict? Status quo, problem, resolution. It's actually